So, which colors do you want? Pick 3.
Light blue.
I'm pointing this one. Caribbean. Watch the camera. The velvet. Black. I think these orange ones are a little bit bigger than the red ones.
About the same.
They look a tiny bit bigger though if you hold
One's
them.
taller, skinnier. The other one's just short and fat.
Okay, so we're gonna try this new resin. See how it works. Familwood? Not exactly sure. But just like any other resin, it's 1 part to 1 part. And it looks like it's familwood, whatever. That's the name of it right there. So I have not used this kind yet. We're going to try it now. Resin really shouldn't come with these foil tops. Smells quite fumy already. Quite a bit of chemical smell. This is part B. Can you smell it? So it's not too pungent. hate these spoiled tops though. It's like you can only get so much off. And if you don't do it right, it'll spill everywhere. Okay. Daddy went to go deal with the mama. Now, we're going to put them together and mix. This is going to be my first painting with resin pour rather than just acrylic paint pour. Trying to drag my husband into my paint world. He's very reluctantly helping me, but he does. So I'm grateful for that. He's very much an artist himself. He's an amazing well, he draws really well. He tattoos awesome, freehand or with hand-drawn art. He's just very much an artist, and I want him to try to get into my world a little bit because he does fantastic at it. Now for the stirring. Baby, will you have me a couple of gloves, please? Before I make too much of a mess. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. I was trying to talk to that.
Should have had these on before I even poured the resin, but you know. Okay. We're going to be pouring on a 5x7 canvas. It's been treated with Mod Podge instead of gesso. I saw some of my favorite artists till death, treated one of theirs with Mod Podge, and it seemed to work perfect for them. So since I have a drawer full of Mod Podge and I'm a thrifty kind of person, figured I would use up some of what I have rather than spending more money on other things. Try some of the things I've seen other people do and see how it works for me. This, I'm just using up the resin I have in stock right now. I cannot wait to get my hands on some of the Stone Coat Artist resin by Stone Coat Countertops. It's amazing resin, has lots of workable time, and the people at Stone Coat Countertops are just phenomenal. You honestly can't beat at all the customer service there. The very first time I ever wrote to them in email, it felt like I had been talking to them for years. They were so kind and they're just genuine people. I can't wait to do business with them. So I think this is just about ready. So oftentimes you hear people talk about how long it needs to be stirred or mixed, and that it has to be scraped off the sides and bottoms and mixed really well. One of the reasons for that is because if you don't mix it perfectly well, it's because when you pour it, if there's any portions that weren't mixed together well, it can cause areas of your pour to be sticky or too hard or just not done right. So you have to get that mixture done perfectly. So here's the canvas treated with Mod Podge. And sometimes you want to spray the back with a little bit of water before you work it because it makes it more tight. And then you don't get so much of a puddle in the middle when you're working it. If you want to test your canvas to see if it's ready to go, you kind of tap it, see if it sounds like a drum, so to speak, I guess. So my husband chose Velvet Crush, Caribbean, and Jet Black. And then I'm also going to do some glitter. I've heard a lot of people say not to use paint in the resin. I do it. I have never had a problem with it, so forgot to grab stir sticks. Thank you, baby. See, it mixes up perfectly well. You can see from the stick, the color's just fine. I don't know why people say not to do it, but it works good for me, so we're going to use this black as our base color or background. I've heard it said several times, use about 1/10 of the color that you want in the resin. But if you want it more opaque or less color or opaque, you can change that up. It's all up to you. There's no rules in art. I heard that said once and I love it. This is the Caribbean. Such a pretty blue color. I love this one. When my husband chose it tonight, I was kind of happy about that. Good job, baby. You can talk. This is the Velvet Crush. Seems like every time I try to do one of these video tutorials or just showing you guys how I do my thing, not necessarily a tutorial, I have the dang sniffles. Little did I know moving to the coast was going to mean more allergies instead of less. I thought being up here where it's moist and there was water everywhere, it would keep allergies at bay. I couldn't have been more wrong. Look at that beautiful purple. It does look like a velvet. It's so pretty. Lots of bubbles though. And then, baby, do you want to pick the glitter? You're at least my color picker. Pick the glitter that's going to go with this Velvet Caribbean and Jet Black. Especially after cleaning up after the glitter catastrophe we had. And if you want, I can mix a couple together too. Make it kind of match. Would you mind if I throw a little bit of that in there? So he's chosen this purple. Well, first he chose this teal, and I asked him if we could throw a little of this purple in there too. Here, Dad. Oh, that one came out fast. Excuse me. Wow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Not pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you do, do not speak on camera. Almost had a major malfunction there just now. Thank God it didn't go beyond almost. That already looks like glass. And I'm nowhere near done. You see it, baby? The black. Very, very nice choice for a background, Dad.